Hello, this is YouMineWeCraft, and today I'm going to be showing off my mod called the Misc Mod for a miscellaneous or something like that. I can't pronounce it very well. But yeah, this adds a whole new array of blocks and items. But first I'm going to show off one of the first items that I originally added. Now, around the world, adamantium ore spawns, and for people who are not aware or do not know, adamantium is the metal that Wolverine of the X-Men's claws are made out of. So all the metal running through his body is made out of it. So yeah, you can make all types of tools from it, like normal, a full set of tools. But as you just seen then, if you put one on top of another, you get an adamantium finger. And if you get 3 of these fingers and put them in a row like that, and then get 3 adamantium ingots like that, you get an adamantium claw, and this will insta kill most mobs, I believe. Yeah, just get some zombies in your for tests. Insta kill pretty much everything. So that's and you can block with it as well. It's rather big, especially in third person. Looks massive. My friend said it kind of looks like you're holding up a giant E in front of your face. But yes, it's a giant claw. And if I had some here, I don't think I have any. I think I should be able to find uranium ore, which is the next thing I want to show you. Here we go. I'm just going to use the pick block in this. As you can see, it does give a light source. You choose a pick block on it. Pick block command. Too mild to say that. And here it is. If you throw an item towards it, it will then get destroyed. And even though I'm in creative mode, it still gives you damage because it gives you damage as if you were falling out of the world, and if you die by one, it says that you fell to the world. So uranium at the moment, all you can do with it is smelt it to get uranium ingots, which I'm working on and will eventually be able to create uranium TNT. And I may be making it into a sword, which gives a special type of damage, but I'm still quite new at modding, and I don't know how to really add my own damages to damaged items. So if there's anybody out there who would like to help me help me improve this mod, please leave a comment in the description. Yeah, so I'll move on to the main part, which you just seen by there of my mod, which is these they call slime pads and slime blocks. And I also have a slime sword. We come on to that after. So if I just get a bunch of slime balls, if I can find any, that is, there we go. So the first recipe you create, I got some here, is with 3 slime balls like that, and this will create a slime pad. And if you get 2 of these slime pads and put them on top of each other, you get a slime block. Now the slime pad is a half slab, and if you stand on it, it shoots you up like that, and you can bounce on it, and it also works with all items as well. You can throw items on there and they'll bounce off, and it'll work with all mobs as well. Now the slime block is with 2 of the slime. Let me just kill this zombie, got my nerves. Bounces you twice as much as the slime pads, and you can see a lot higher, and then it's only that much, so it's a lot smaller, but it's worth that's double of what that is. And I do want to do it as well, so you place on top and it creates a full block, but I don't know how to do it really. But yeah, this bounces everything. It bounces XP, it bounces items, bounces other mobs. And this thing will bounce them twice as high, and if they're not classed as a full block, so you can have them stacked like that, and then jump through the bottom of them, and then create quite a very good elevator with them. Now, while I was using them, I was finding I was jumping on them in my creative, in my survival world, sorry, jumping on them and then land on the floor and just dying instantly. So what I did, I created cushions. So if I just quickly get some wool. Now this will work with any type of wool, so I just grab some red wool as well. If you put two, like side by side like that, it will create a cushion. And if you use red wool as well, it will also create a white cushion, which I want to end up change that so they make different colours. But use the cushion block by here. It completely floats on its own. You can walk through it completely, and it's used to place on the floor. And whenever, I can't show you now because I'm not in survival, but whenever you go through it or land on it, it sets your fall distance to 0. So quite like water, but if you have one of these high up in the air and you fall through it and you carry on falling, it will still give you full damage. Now these can also be used to create traps by covering up a hole in the ground. So by here I have put slime blocks underneath it, so it's quite useful for that, and it does make a very nice shade of carpet as well if you would like to use it for that. So yeah, and then I decided to make transport pads which move you in a specific direction to where they're pointing on it. So I'm just going to use the pick block command quickly on these to get a bunch of them. So there's 4 different types for the 4 different directions you can move in Minecraft. I do in the future want to change that so that you can create them. When you create one, you can change where you place where it sends you by where you place it to. So yeah, so you make one by putting one above it, and that creates one of them. Then that's the other one, and then this is one of them, and that is one of them. So it's diagonal up and down. I will be changing that in the future to side by side, so be careful for that. So yeah, with these, this is my first thing. It pushes you in a specific direction, and this also works with all items and all mobs. Just pushes it, and you can make quite. And with the transport pads and the slime blocks and slime pads, you can make good transport systems. And now to convert this to survival, all you would have to do is simply cover all the blocks down your ground in cushions, so it would reduce your fall damage, and then you would be safe. And by here quickly, and to show you that this pushes you into these, and underneath them is lava. So it's good for traps as well. And this would work exactly the same with normal mobs as well. I think it's different with spiders and pigs and things with different heights as the player. But they're quite versatile. Trying to basically show you that you can. It pulls you straight up, and then you can. It'll constantly push you against the roof until you come out, and can be used to make quite simple traps, which I have one over here. Quickly show off. A mob would come here and you won't be able to get out because you can't walk against them. But get out by flying. So if I just show you mob, and then now he's stuck completely. And you could have the other end with pistons open him up, and then you like kill him whatever way you want. So they're quite good for mob traps as well. I'm just going to show off some things you can do with this. So these are just transport pads put in a square like that, and you can use to make and go around. So there's one going that way, one going that way, one going that way, one going that way. So yeah, they both push you in whichever way the design shows. But you can also use this for mobs. It's a bit annoying if I have any more than 2. So yeah, next I am going to stay on the slime area and show you this, a slime sword. And it's made like a normal sword, like that. And slime sword has a special or two special abilities really. If I hit an iron golem, because these don't take any fall damage, if I hit a mob, it sends them flying up into the air, and basically it's an insta kill with them, because as soon as they land they die. It's really fun to just play around with. If I can actually hit him. Iron golem doesn't seem to like the zombie. Flies them up the air, and as soon as they land they die anyway. So yeah, that is one of its special abilities, but as I mentioned before, it does have two. And the second special ability is if you right click upon a block with it, it plants a slime pad, which I believe I'm going to change that, because at the moment when you right click on the ground, you hear it plays the igniting sound as if you were igniting fire, which I'm going to change out the place block sound, I believe. And if there's any modders watching this video who could possibly help in any way, I don't know how to do it. So when you place a block, it gives damage. So it only takes damage off the sword now when you actually hit an entity. But I want to give it damage when you place a block like that, and limit the placeable blocks to around 10 per sword. So this sword is amazing. Just walk around, do some juggling with iron golems. Now this sword doesn't give much damage at all, but with most mobs it's an insta kill, because as soon as they hit the ground, it's one hit kill, because as soon as they land and hit the ground it kills them instantly, with the exception of iron golems, because they don't take any fall damage, and any flying mobs I believe. Yeah, so I'm going to move from that now on to the lightsaber. Now if I just, there's the lightsaber, and if I just get the materials needed to make it, you need it doesn't use any materials aren't already in the game. You need 1 obsidian, which everyone knows you need at least a diamond pickaxe to mine, so it's above diamond in its rarity. And you need 2 diamonds, and you'll also need 4 redstone lamps to give it its light. Now again, I'm asking for help with this, because I do not know how, because I would like to eventually have it so when you hold in your hand a light emits from you, but basically it's 2 diamonds like you would a normal sword. The obsidian is the handle, and then redstone lamps on the outside give it its light, which it doesn't actually have at the moment. So yeah, with this now, it also has 2 special abilities, same as the slime sword. The first one is when you right click upon a block, sets that block you're looking at on fire. Now like the slime sword, I am unaware of how to do it, so when you right click upon a block, it takes damage off the sword. So again, anyone possibly help me, please do. But what this also does as well, which took me a long time to figure out, if I hit a mob with it, it sets them on fire straight away, and therefore it's very, very useful. Now I believe this normally takes 2 hits on all mobs, except the exception of iron golems and ender dragons, I believe. But there you go. It's pretty much iron helmet. Yeah, but so it's pretty much a 2-hit kill, or 1-hit kill if the mob gets set on fire. Though it does not work as it's raining, I believe it puts the fire out straight away. It's very useful because it's almost dead. It's very good as well to use as a flint and steel, because I found a lot now with this sword. I use the flint and steel aspect a lot while in combat. If I just show you now, I've played a lot with this mod on my survival, so I just light all around me on fire, and as they walk to me they get set on fire, and also set on fire from hitting them. It's very good in combat, the flint and steel aspect. So I think I pretty much covered everything. Now there is one cool thing with the bounce pads, or slime pads, sorry, slime blocks, that me and my friends have discovered, and it's to do with TNT. Now when TNT is lit, it becomes an entity, and therefore, and all entities can be moved with these slime pads. So if I just get one like that, and it can be used, I think it'll just fall down and blow it up, but there you go. Yeah, but if you had more, which me and my friends did before, I think there should, by the time I'm uploading this video, should also be another video on my channel showing us using this as a firework display, and we had a whole line of them lit up and all timed, and it was very, very cool, I'd say, looking at it. Very nice to watch them. Very good way of implementing fireworks. Only way really, other than using pistons that push them in the air, which I've also seen, and an actual firework mod. But I think this is a more creative method of implementing it. So I think that is about it. Yeah, like I mentioned, they had a full set of adamantium, which is adamantium tools and armor. Had uranium in it, which say it will hopefully be used to make TNT, but at the moment has no use. But at the moment you can actually make a uranium block. Hopefully it won't crash on me. I haven't tested with uranium blocks so much yet. But yeah, this doesn't actually give any damage to when you work on it, and I think the texture is quite cool though. Very dark, and mine does remind me of uranium. So yeah, and this should then turn back into 9 uranium ingots, as do the adamantium. We can make an adamantium block, and these are quite white, but they do, you can't really see because it's a bit dark, they do have lines going through them, and that turns then, seems to be a bug. I shall update that just as soon as this video video ends, I should say. Sorry. So yeah, this mod is being highly developed on. So by the time you watch this video, there may be another 10 other features in it. So yeah, please download the mod and check it out. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do, great. So yeah, please leave constructive comments in the description. If you are a modder, if you know anyone that is a modder that could possibly help me develop this mod, please leave a comment in the description. So yeah, I think that's it. I think he's having loads of fun on there. I think I'll have to stop his fun, he's having too much fun. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe, and goodbye. Oh my god, I just have to add this to the end of the video. This time has been going for about 10 minutes now straight. He just doesn't learn. Just doesn't learn.